Well, we're all set for a cracking edition of the All-Star Mile. Pride of Jenny in action. Will it be boom or bust? She's an 8-year-old now. Treasure the moment, D-Day for her. The 4-year-old. Can she? She showed some great signs at the start of her last spring in the Memsie Stakes when stepping up against the older horses for the first time, but hasn't quite delivered since then. What is she going to produce? Tom Kitten. He's since been gelded. He's become a genuine weight for age performer. Steffi Magnetica. Buckaroo was excellent first up. Antino, the list goes on. Just getting back to Pride of Jenny. So she's the obvious leader from barrier 2. Not quite sure about barrier 2. Wouldn't mind seeing her drawn out a bit wider where she can sort of take her time to build up and then find the lead and then get into a rhythm and get away with a couple of those cheap sectionals before breaking their hearts. I mentioned boom or bust before. So her past two first up runs have been unbelievable, producing massive benchmark figures and going on to win Caulfield last year, 1800 metres in weaker company, and then last spring in the Fian Stakes at Moonee Valley, set the valley alight and left the likes of Treasure the Moment and Tom Kitten with Windburn to win that race. Then she did flop at her last start last spring on heavy ground when she just ran out of gas at the top of the straight on heavy going. And Pericles was the winner that day. But she did break their hearts the week before against the mares in the Empire Rose Stakes. So her first up form, if you're not sure about Pride of Jenny or not, first up form for Pride of Jenny points to yes. I'm going to make her my best bet. It is a bit of a risk though. Just with the speed map as well, she's the obvious leader. Treasure the Moment's the party, might land near the speed. You got Steffi Magnetica probably midfield, and Buckaroo, Tom Kitten, Antino, they're going to get further back. And Like a Lucy is another one who's likely to settle back. Now, she is my best value, Like a Lucy, so she's going to line up at around about probably close to $20, maybe even more. First up, fifth in the Futurity Stakes. Gunn in New Zealand won 6 of her first 7 starts. Hasn't won since coming over, but she's been excellent in a lot of good races. Futurity, they went pretty slow out in front. She closed off with the fastest last 200. She's going to love to step up to the mile. Second up at her last prep, she spiked big time on benchmark figures to place in the Toorak handicap, and she arguably should have almost won that. She just wobbled around the bend a little bit there. And then later on against Pride of Jenny, she was runner-up in that Empire Rose race. She was just keen. She wanted to get on with it and sort of keep up with Pride of Jenny in those early to middle stages. And she did pretty well to finish runner-up in the end. But if she settles well, the long Flemington Straight should suit her. And she's just been threatening to produce something special since she's come over. So she is my best value. But you could make a case for a stack of others here. Love to see Treasure the Moment do well. Tom Kitten and, of course, Buckaroo. But going to settle on Pride of Jenny, rolling the dice on the mare, and Like a Lucy as your best value. Good luck. Do you agree, disagree? Let us know your thoughts. Post in the comments.